For decades, fans speculated, were Barbara Hale and Raymond Burr more than just co-stars? Their chemistry on Perry Mason was undeniable, their bond unmistakable, yet neither of them ever spoke openly about it. That is, until the final years of Barbara's life. At 94, the woman behind Dela Street finally broke her silence. What she revealed didn't just honor a friendship, it exposed a side of Raymond Burr the world never truly saw. A quiet protector, a deeply private man, and someone who, according to Barbara herself, changed her life forever. This is the story she waited half a century to tell. And once you hear it, you'll never look at Perry Mason the same way again. Barbara Hale never intended to be a Hollywood star. In fact, she was on track to become a commercial artist. Born in the small town of DeKalb, Illinois, she had a quiet childhood and pursued fine arts at the Chicago Academy. But fate had other plans. Her striking poise and camera-ready presence caught the attention of modeling agents while she was still a student. Suddenly, Barbara found herself in front of the lens not sketching designs, but modeling them. That unexpected turn pushed her into the spotlight. Modeling gigs led to calls from RKO Pictures, one of the most powerful studios of the time. She moved to Los Angeles and signed a contract in the early 1942nd, just as World War II reshaped America's entertainment industry. Her screen debut came in 1943, and almost overnight, she became a fixture in Hollywood films. What began as a quiet dream of drawing advertisements became the start of a 7-decade acting career. And the best was still to come. Once Barbara Hale stepped into Hollywood, she didn't fade into the background, she thrived. Throughout the 1942nd and 52nd, she became a familiar face across genres, starring alongside legends like James Stewart in The Jackpot, Robert Mitchum in West of the Pecos, and Rock Hudson in Seminole. But Hale wasn't just another pretty face cast to fill space on screen. There was a quiet strength behind her performances, a calm resilience that set her apart from the louder starlets of her time. In a town where glamour often overshadowed substance, Barbara brought both. Her breakout moment came with The Window in 1949, a low-budget thriller that became an unexpected hit. The role showcased her ability to carry suspense and drama with understated power. Audiences began to see something more in her, an actress who could shift from warmth to steel in a single glance. She wasn't just surviving the studio system, she was slowly shaping her own legacy within it. In 1957, Barbara Hale stepped into a role that would define her career and change television forever. She became Dela Street, the loyal, sharp-witted secretary to Raymond Burr's Perry Mason. But Della was far more than just a sidekick. At a time when women on television were often one-dimensional, Barbara's Della was smart, professional, and deeply respected. Over 9 seasons and more than 270 episodes, Hale brought grace and intelligence to the character, transforming what could have been a background role into a symbol of quiet strength. Her performance earned her an Emmy Award in 1959, a rare honor for supporting actresses in that era. Dela Street wasn't just Perry Mason's right hand, she became a role model for women across America, proving that kindness and competence could command just as much attention as drama or romance. For decades, fans couldn't help but wonder about the real relationship between Barbara Hale and Raymond Burr. Their on-screen chemistry was electric, but off-camera, they kept things private, almost mysteriously so. Barbara rarely spoke about Burr, always polite but guarded, leaving fans to fill the silence with rumors and speculation. It wasn't until the final years of her life that she finally opened up. She described Raymond not just as a colleague, but as her protector and one of the kindest souls she ever met. Behind his commanding presence was a gentle, generous man who carried the show on his shoulders but always made sure she felt valued and supported. Their friendship was a rare bond of trust and loyalty, something deeper than any script could capture. Raymond Burr was famously private, guarding much of his personal life from the public eye. Barbara Hale understood this deeply. She spoke softly about the loneliness he sometimes carried beneath his strong exterior, parts of himself he never shared with the world. Yet, she never wavered in her admiration or loyalty. When tabloid rumors and wild accusations surfaced over the years, Barbara stood firmly in his defense. She dismissed speculation with quiet dignity, insisting that the man she knew was honorable, hardworking, and treated everyone with respect. Off camera, they shared moments filled with laughter, trust, and unspoken understanding, memories she cherished but rarely spoke about. Her unwavering loyalty painted a portrait of a friendship built on more than fame. It was about genuine care. Barbara Hale's life wasn't just defined by Hollywood, it was also deeply rooted in love and family. In 1946, she married fellow actor Bill Williams, a man whose quiet strength matched her own. Their partnership wasn't the usual Hollywood headline drama. It was a rare, enduring love story that lasted nearly 5 decades. Together, they raised 3 children, including their son William Catt, who inherited their talent and charisma. William later starred alongside his mother in Perry Mason television movies, carrying on the family legacy. Despite the pressures of acting careers and public life, Barbara remained devoted to her family, creating a nurturing home that balanced warmth with resilience. Their marriage and children became her anchor, grounding her through the ups and downs of fame. Before Barbara Hale became a television icon, she explored the world of radio, a medium that demanded a different kind of talent. Though her radio career was brief, it revealed her versatility. She appeared on shows like Lux Radio Theater and Family Theater, lending her voice to dramas filled with moral and patriotic themes. These early performances offered a glimpse of her ability to convey emotion through voice alone, long before cameras captured her poised presence. While radio wasn't the stage that made her famous, it helped shape her skills and reflected the wholesome, all-American image she carried throughout her career. Barbara Hale passed away peacefully in 2017 at the age of 94, closing the final chapter of a remarkable life. She battled chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, a condition that slowly limited her in her later years, but she remained sharp and surrounded by family until the end. Her death marked more than just the loss of an actress. She was the last surviving original cast member of Perry Mason. For fans around the world, her passing symbolized the close of a golden age in television history. Tributes poured in, celebrating not only her iconic role as Dela Street but also the quiet strength and grace she brought to screens for decades. In the end, Barbara Hale's story is inseparable from the man who stood by her side for so many years, Raymond Burr. In her final reflections, she called him simply, "My Perry," a title that spoke volumes about their bond. "And I'll always be his Della," she said with a wistful smile. Their partnership wasn't just a television legend, it was a testament to loyalty, respect, and quiet friendship. Barbara's words finally revealed the humanity behind the characters and the cameras, a connection that shaped both their lives and left a lasting mark on television history. Her legacy lives on, not only through her work but through the love and respect she held for Raymond Burr, a friendship she cherished until the very end.